Okay, guys. Here I am going to discuss some questions and objective type of answers regarding environment. Okay, the thing is that in case of environment, whatever may be, the prelims is always right from the basic. We read the topic every day. The topic is very familiarization to us, but due to our little carelessness, due to our unmindlessness, sometimes we actually skip some important points. Okay, the question seems very easy. Okay, even it is familiar to a primary student. Okay, but the thing is that sometimes we skip some important points due to our not minute attention actually. Okay, let's begin from very easy question like which of the following is a primary, secondary or tertiary consumer. Okay, this kind of question might face in exam. The question is very easy. Okay, but sometimes you might puzzle that cow, rabbit, wolves, man, who is a primary consumer and who is a secondary consumer and who is a tertiary consumer. Okay, that's why while reading the environment chapter, you should give a little attention that what is primary consumer, what is secondary consumer, and what is tertiary consumer. Okay, I am not going to give an explanation on these topics, what is primary, secondary and tertiary, because you all know. Okay, but the thing is that be careful while reading about primary, secondary and tertiary consumer. Okay, for example, grass, the cow eats grass. Okay, cow is a primary consumer. Then the trophic level which will come after cow, it will be secondary consumer. Okay, then the third level of third trophic level which will come after cow, it will be tertiary. Okay, in this way it will go. But there is another thing puzzle, primary consumer and primary producer. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, consumer is what for example, cow lives on grass. Okay, cow is consumer but grass is producer. Okay, don't confuse this thing. Okay, you sometimes what happen in exam hall, due to tension we don't mind about the consumer and producer, these two words. Okay, that's why we generally take the wrong option. Okay, mind the word consumer and producer. Okay, primary producer is plant. Okay, green plant. Okay, generally who is actually provides us food through our photosynthesis. Okay, don't big puzzle consumer and producer. Okay, then another thing is that which of the following is not a part of terrestrial ecosystem. You will find option forest, grassland and desert. These questions are very easy, but the thing is that sometimes we don't care actually. In exam hall we might sometimes become confused. Forest, we know that it will come terrestrial ecosystem. Grassland we will know it will come under terrestrial ecosystem. But when we see the word desert, okay, sometimes we get puzzled whether desert will come under terrestrial ecosystem or not. If you read the environment, like whatever might be Shankar IS Academy, but whatever notes you will read, if you read carefully, then you will find these terms. Okay, that forest, grassland, desert, all will come under terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, in that way, which of the following will not come under aquatic ecosystem? Fresh water, saline water, marine water. Okay, that don't be confused. Water is always water. Okay, whether it is fresh, whether it is saline, or whether it is marine, all will come under aquatic ecosystem. Okay, these things are very important. Very little. It seems very little. It seems that there is no value of these things, but these things ये छोटा छोटा जो चीज है ना, वहाँ पे जो गलती हो जाता है ना, वही पे एग्जाम में मार्क्स एक्चुअली काट हो जाता है. ठीक है, so be very careful while reading these things. Okay, then another is the ecotone edge effect. What is ecotone and what is edge effect? You might find some kind of option in exam hall. Ecotone edge effect is the terrestrial zone between two biomes. Edge effect is the terrestrial transitioning zone, a transitioning area between two biomes. Whether the sentence is correct or wrong. The thing is that while we read the ecotone edge effect, okay, we are familiar with the words, but generally we don't differentiate. Okay, edge effect is the transitional zone between two biomes. This sentence is correct or wrong? This sentence is wrong, because why? The area actually the transitional area is not called edge effect. Okay, the transitional area between two biomes, it is called ecotone. Ecotone is the transitional zone between two biomes. Then what is edge effect? EDZE, edge effect. Okay, then what is edge effect? The edge effect is the actually the species diversity and population diversity. Okay, because you see what is transitional zone? Because you marshy land, okay, estuary, okay, where two ecosystem, one is aquatic and another is one is aquatic and another is terrestrial ecosystem. The two ecosystem meet one place, one is terrestrial and another is aquatic. The two ecosystem meets in one place, it is called, the area is called ecotone. Okay, but the biodiversity, the richness of biodiversity, okay, the population diversity that exists in the ecotone area, it is called generally edge effect. Okay, don't be confused. Okay, edge effect is indicated, edge effect actually indicates the richness of biodiversity actually. Okay, and ecotone is the area actually where the rich biodiversity exists. There is another one, ecocline. Ecocline actually what? It actually differentiates the biodiversity existing in ecotone area depending on their different characteristics. It might be chemical, okay, for example salinity, depending on different characteristics or characteristics and aspects like thermal factor, pH factor, salinity factor. Okay, depending upon the factors actually ecocline actually divides the biodiversity existing in a ecotone area. Okay, then another again confusing question you might find, option 1, biomes are the division of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem based on temperature and precipitation. Option 2, similarities are seen between two biomes. Such options are two, these two options are right or wrong. I am again repeating the sentences. Biomes are the division of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem based on temperature and precipitation. Option 2, similarities are seen between two biomes. Biomes are what? Biomes are actually the divisions of ecosystem depending upon their unique vegetation, depending upon their unique wildlife species, etc. Okay, then the thing is that both the sentences are wrong. Why? The biomes are the division of terrestrial ecosystem only. The option says that biomes are the division of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. No, the division of aquatic ecosystem is not called biome. Biome is the only division of terrestrial ecosystem depending upon their unique characteristics like vegetation, wildlife, etc. Okay, mind this. You might read the sentence many times, biomes, but sometimes you don't mind what is the biome. Okay, that always mind that the division of aquatic ecosystem is not biome. Okay, only terrestrial division of ecosystem is called biome. In that way, similarities are seen between two biomes. The sentence is wrong. No two biomes are similar. Okay, mind this thing. Then again another you might find question, which of the following will not come under ecotone? Okay, ecotone is the transitional zone between two biomes, grassland, estuary, marshy land. Okay, all will come under ecotone. Okay, don't think that grassland also sometimes reflect the characteristics of ecotone. You might find that how grass will come under ecotone, grass will also come under ecotone. Okay, then another thing is that which of the following is not a part of biosphere? We all know what is biosphere, okay, but generally we ignore the basic things actually. Okay, the examiner know what is the basic things, generally the students ignore, and examiner asks question from that point actually. Okay, the thing is that air, water, land. Okay, air, water, land all will come under biosphere, and sometimes also examiner gives atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere to make us puzzle. All these will come under biosphere. Okay, then another thing is that energy flow, very important. Okay, option 1, energy flow indicates flow of flow from producer to consumer. Energy flow indicates the flow from consumer to producer. Which of the sentence is right? Mind that energy flow is always from producer to consumer. Energy cannot flow from consumer to producer. Okay, it is always from producer to consumer. The energy will come first. The plant have to produce energy to photosynthesis. Okay, after that this energy will come transfer to the another trophic level. Okay, the energy cannot come from man to plant. Okay, energy must come from plant to animal. Okay, that is why it is called always matlab energy flow always comes from producer to consumer, not from consumer to producer. Okay, another option 1, energy flow is always unidirectional. Energy flow is generally unidirectional. Which sentence is right or wrong? Energy flow is always unidirectional and energy flow is generally unidirectional. Energy flow is always unidirectional. Energy flow is generally unidirectional. The thing is that first sentence is right, the second sentence is wrong. Mind the word general. Okay, these things are very important. Energy flow is generally unidirectional, not. Energy flow is always unidirectional. The energy always comes in one direction. Okay, it cannot go, move in from different directions. Okay, from one point it always go unidirectional. Okay, then another thing is that trophic levels are generally not seen beyond this certain number because of lack of energy, lack of habitat. Trophic level means what? That each step of energy transfer from grass to cow, the energy is transferred. Okay, from cow to another step energy will transfer. Each step of energy transfer is called trophic level. Trophic level is not seen beyond the certain number. Why? We generally take the answer as because lack of habitat. We think that there will be the much more wildlife species will come, and that's why there will be lack of place. Yes, but there might be lack of place, but the thing is that it is not invariably true. The thing is the lack of energy, because you see from grass to carnivorous, how many trophic levels? 4 or 5 trophic levels it will come. Okay, then after man, if will dinosaur come, then what will happen? The energy will always less. Okay, we know that energy is decreased always. Okay, from producer to consumer, each step of trophic level energy generally decreases. In this way, after 4 to 5 trophic level, energy will be decreased. Then after 6th or 7th trophic level, there will be very lack of loss, very little amount of energy, which will be not sufficient to lead life. That is why the thing is that after a certain trophic level, actually habitat, wildlife are not seen generally due to the lack of energy. Means energy determines the distribution of wildlife. Okay, more trophic level means more away from the source of the food. Okay, if you see we are connected ना, for example पहले आएगा ग्रास आएगा, उसके बाद काउ, उसके बाद जो आएगा, तो उसके बाद आदमी के बाद यदि डायनासोर आ जाता है, तो ग्रास और डायनासोर के बीच में कितना मतलब गैप रह जाएगा, है ना, और उस गैप को मतलब फिलअप करना इतना आसान काम नहीं है. ठीक है, तो एनर्जी लेवल क्या होगा ना, ट्रॉफिक लेवल जितना ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा एनर्जी लेवल इतना कम हो जाएगा, और एनर्जी लेवल जब कम हो जाएगा तब तो क्या होगा ना, उसके बाद वाइल्ड लाइफ एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर पाएगा क्योंकि उसको एनर्जी नहीं मिलेगा. ठीक है, तो another thing is that there you will find some option like option 1 grass, rabbit, fox. Another option dead body of cow, vulture. Then you will find question that which of the following is a detritus food chain. We all know grazing food chain means what? The food chain where the primary producer will begin, where the primary producer is living beings. Okay, that is called grazing food chain, means grass, rabbit, fox. But detritus food chain means which will begin with some kind of saprophyte. Okay, dead body of cow, it will be means dead body of cow, after it will come vulture, means detritus food chain will always begin with some kind of saprophyte, and it is always related to decomposed. Okay, mind this thing. Then another thing is that Uh, food food chain, option 1, food chain is the two or more ways of food transfer. Food web is indicates only one pathway of food transfer. Which is correct? Food chain is food chain indicates two or more ways of food transfer. Is it correct or wrong? No. Mind that we always read food chain or food web every day while reading environment, but we don't mind the differences. That is why be careful. Food chain means the only one way of food transfer. Food chain means what? From grass it goes to rabbit, from rabbit it goes to tiger. Okay, in this way the changing energy, transferring energy from one step to another, it is called food chain. Okay, food chain is the only one pathway of food transfer, but food web is the more than one pathway of the food transfer. For example, you see grass might be the source of energy for different trophic levels. For energy, grass might be eaten by rabbit, rabbit might be eaten by tiger, grass might be eaten by cow, cow might be eaten by lion. In this way, food web is the complex phenomenon that indicates the more than one pathway of food transfer. Okay, and that is why food web indicates the much more food web means the much more richness in biodiversity. Okay, mind this thing. Another thing is that ecological pyramid is always upright. Energy pyramid is always upright. Which sentence is right or which sentence is wrong? Ecological pyramid is always upright. Is it right? No. If the sentence says that ecological pyramid is generally upright, then the sentence is right. Generally upright. Okay. Then the sentence might be, even in this condition also might be. Okay. But ecological pyramid is always upright. No. It is not always upright, because you see in aquatic ecosystem what happened in case of primary level, the consumers are much, in case of primary level the species are much more, because if plankton, there are always much more plankton. Okay, the quantity of planktons are always much more. Okay, but as we move from plankton to the next trophic level, then the energy will be species will be decreased. That is why it will be in aquatic ecosystem, the ecological pyramid will be an inverted pyramid. Okay, that is why when the sentence that ecological pyramid is always upright, it is wrong, because in aquatic ecosystem ecological pyramid is an upright pyramid because of the much more organism in lower level and less organism in the next level. Okay, then another thing is that, but energy pyramid is always upright. I already told you why energy pyramid is always upright, because the quantity of energy will be less always from below to upper level. From the primary level it will be much, and as we move from one level to another level, the energy will be invariably decreased from below to upper level. That is why energy is pyramid is always or invariably upright. Okay, mind these differences if you face question in exam hall. Okay, otherwise you will be puzzled. Another thing is that in which of the ecosystem inverted pyramid is seen? Aquatic ecosystem, okay, energy ecosystem, okay, it is always aquatic ecosystem. In aquatic ecosystem you generally find inverted ecological pyramid. Another thing is that which of the following is not a ecological niche? Ecological niche, NICHE. Number 1, Great Indian bustard lives in desert. Okay. Honeybee tends to do sexual intercourse by pheromone. Pygmy hawk is found in Manas National Park. Pygmy hawk sucking life lives on pygmy hawk. Now see, ecological niche is what? Ecological niche is distinctive characteristics of a particular wildlife. For example, distinctive characteristics means if particular wildlife lives on certain food, particular wildlife follows particular kind of sexual reproduction. Particular wildlife can live only a particular area. These are called generally ecological niche. It is generally known as habitat niche. Habitat niche means that only one habitat, particular habitat, is suitable to that particular wildlife. Food habitat, food niche means only a particular food is generally necessary for particular wildlife. Okay, if it is said that reproductive niche, habitat niche, then we all will catch that it is what. But if the question actually is given in an indirect way, that great Indian bustard lives in desert, then we might be puzzled. It will also come under ecological niche, because great Indian bustard is generally found in the desert area of Rajasthan, in the grassland area. Okay, it can live only in grassland. That's why it is a peculiar character to great Indian bustard in desert of Rajasthan. That's why it will come under ecological niche. Okay, pygmy hawk. Pygmy hawk is generally found in Manas in Assam. Okay, that's why pygmy hawk will come under ecological niche. Okay, then pygmy hawk sucking lice. It is a kind of lice that is only found that lives on sucking blood from pygmy hawk. It is also now vulnerable. Okay, that's why it is also a particular ecological niche, because without the blood of pygmy hawk, it cannot live. Okay, then that honeybee tends to sexual intercourse by pheromone. Okay, it is a particular sexual characteristics of honeybee. Okay, that's why it will come under reproductive ecological niche. Okay, that's why in this way you might find questions. Be careful while reading ecology. Mind the word, mind the differences, like differences between food web and food chain, differences between ecotone and age effect. Okay, the differences between biomes in case of terrestrial or in case of aquatic. Biomes is not to aquatic ecosystem. Okay, that's why in this way be careful while reading ecology. Okay, till now I have finished here today. Next I will come with another lecture. Okay, till then take care. Bye bye.